Hello everyone, welcome to my preview of the Everest 2025 edition running on Saturday. Going to go through my tips, we're going to look at some replays, my thoughts on key runners, and we're going to finish it off with my suggested bet and some exotics. So taking a look at the market, we have YING rising as the favourite at $1.60. It's ahead of Jolie Star on the second line of betting at $8. Then we've got the two horses coming out of the Premier Stakes. Jimmy Star is at 11. Briasa is at 13. Lady Shenandoah is at 15. Tempted, the 3-year-old filly in the race, is at $17. Longer odds the rest. And this is a rough speed map idea that I just drew up at the conclusion of the barrier draw for the Everest moments ago. Look, I think Marzu from gate 2 burrows through to dispute the front, but maybe YING rising and overpass cross it. Briasa, despite drawing gate 10 of 12, I think gets the perfect trail in behind the leaders. Tempted with Craig Williams in the saddle, won't want to get too far back from gate 1. Lady Shenandoah should be around midfield. Magic Time, unfortunately for them, have drawn gate 12 of 12, so could be left 3 wide, no cover. Jimmy Star might have the back of it. War Machine and Angel Capital the inside, Jolie Star and Jedi Beale in between horses. We're first going to take a look at a trial featuring YING rising, as well as the other Everest contenders, Overpass, Jolie Star and Angel Capital. Look, Jolie Star and Angel Capital weren't in there to do much, weren't asked for an effort. Overpass was asked for a bit of an effort, responded and almost won the trial. The main talking point has to be YING rising though. There's been a lot of media speculation about, oh, well, he didn't win the trial, so maybe, he's vulnerable in the Everest. Well, no doubt that he's beatable YING rising, but gee, come on, it's only a trial. Like, this horse has won 14 from 16 in Hong Kong. Zach Purton comes over to ride him. On form and figures, he's the best horse in the race. I don't know. I think it's just a complete overreaction by everybody. It was just a practice gallop. It was just a trial. We'll next take a look at the main lead-up race to the Everest of recent years, the Premier Stakes, featuring Briasa, Jimmy Star, Marzu and Jedi Beale. Look, I think it's safe to say Marzu and Jedi Beale need to find a few lengths to be competing with the likes of Briasa and Jimmy Star. The main problem with Jimmy Star is that he's a backmarker, and in an Everest field of 12 runners compared to the Premier field of 7 runners, he's probably going to spot Briasa a bigger start on Saturday than what he did in the Premier Stakes. So I find it a little bit tricky for Jimmy Star to turn the tables on Briasa. I really like Briasa in the Everest this Saturday. I think he's a consistent galloper who ran second in the shorts, first up, then won the Premier. We know where he'll be, third up, on speed. I really like Briasa. We'll next take a look at a replay of a horse that made a statement down the Flemington Straight a couple of weeks ago. War Machine in the Gilgai over 1,200 metres. Look, he put his hand up for sure. He was first up off a Stradbroke win, and he won effortlessly in the end. Now, there was a horse 3 years ago, that did pretty much the same thing. His name was Private Eye. He had the big weight, the number 1 saddlecloth in the Gilgai, and won dominantly by about 2 lengths. War Machine's done the exact same thing. He had the number 1 saddlecloth, the top weight, and he's won impressively by over a length. War Machine, well, if you look at Private Eye and how he went in the 2022 Everest, which was really well, War Machine for sure can win, especially if there's a chink in the armour of YING rising. It's anyone's race, and War Machine is definitely one of the leading contenders. The last replay we're going to take a look at is of the Manikato Stakes, featuring Magic Time and Lady Shenandoah. Look, Lady Shenandoah, it was just a complete train wreck. She over-raced early and she didn't have much of a liking to the valley. Her best form is good enough. She ran a slashing race in the Concord, first up over 1,000 metres this campaign. She's now third up and Damien Lane is booked to ride her. She's got to be some sort of a chance on Saturday. I thought Magic Time enjoyed a pretty good run here in the Manikato Stakes through and had every possible chance. Having said that, I still thought she did well to get into third position, and I'll be including Magic Time in exotics as well. So who am I backing in the Everest? Well, it's going to be Briasa to win, but I'm going to do it in the betting without YING rising market. I just don't know enough. I know it's a winner, YING rising, and it's been all the rage and whatnot, but I just don't know what it's going to produce on Saturday. I sort of know the mark around which the Australian horses are at. So what I want to do is back Briasa to win in the betting without Ying rising market, and hopefully can get up. All right, here's my outline in a Quinella trifecta and first four for the Everest. So I think the race is between Ying rising and Briasa. So I'm going to have them for first in the Quinella, and second, them two with Jimmy Star and also Tempted. Then moving on to that was 5 combinations by the way, to a trifecta now. Ying rising, Briasa the win. Jimmy Star, Tempted, throw that in for second, and then the horses to run third. Apart from the 4 that I just mentioned, War Machine, Angel Capital, Jolly Star, Lady Shenandoah, and Magic Time. And for the first, that was 42 combinations. And for the first 4, pretty much the exact same. That's 252 combinations. So, I think Ying rising and Briasa, very good chances of winning the race. Hopefully we can get the Quinella with either, Jimmy Star or Tempted, or Ying rising or Briasa running second, and then we can nail third to get those exotics and something running in fourth as well. Thanks everyone for watching this preview of the Everest. Let me know what you thought. Let me know who you're with in the Everest. And until next video, bye for now.